Over to Elise and Andy.
All right. Thank you, Jesse. Well, Andy Stadler is back to talk about more year-end tax tips, and something that we sort of briefly discussed in our last half hour was this new tax bill that was signed recently signed, so close to the end of the year, and this is going to affect delays in itemizing our deductions, correct?
Yes, and a couple other items as well.
Okay, so kind of explain some of the delays to us.
Well, for people who do itemize their tax deductions, if you happen to write off your
Don't get choked up about it, Andy. I know it's depressing. But.
If you happen to write off your state sales tax, and a lot of people in this area don't do that, but that's going to be one reason for delay.
Okay.
If you're an educator, the elementary or secondary educator, you can't write off, or that's going to be a delay as well.
Okay.
And if you're going to claim those college tax credits, that's going to be delay as well. What happened was Congress passed this bill so late in the year, December 17th, that the Internal Revenue Service doesn't have time to program this all in. So you're looking at delaying your tax return, filing your tax return until probably the middle of January, maybe, or middle of February, maybe a little later.
So people that, usually like to get a head start on this, they just need to know that they, to be patient so that they can claim these deductions?
Well, they can be patient. They should be patient. But if you really need to get at least some of your refund, you get with your tax professional. There's a way that you can do it, and you can go back and do it amended at a later date. But that's a long way of getting your refund. Definitely waiting until February, middle of February to do it would be a better way.
All right. Another thing I want to talk about is this rapid refund program. I know you said that the IRS has really changed this. First off, I guess, explain to us what that is and how it's changed.
Well, the Rapid Refund Loan Program, this is where an individual, in essence, gets a small, short-term loan from a bank, and then the refund from the IRS goes and repays that bank. Well, the Internal Revenue Service is no longer, and this is a major change from Internal Revenue Service, the Internal Revenue Service is no longer furnishing the banks or the accounting firm what we call a debt indicator. And what this has done is the banks have drastically changed how they're doing the rapid refund. In fact, you'll find most accounting firms, only several accounting firms here in Terre Haute and Wabash Valley area will not have a rapid refund, including a major national chain. They simply won't have it. You'll find that folks that do have it, the accounting firms that do have it, will be drastically reduced. Where a person normally may have gotten a $5,000 or $6,000 rapid refund, this year will be lucky to get a $2,000 rapid refund. They got to wait about 2 weeks to get the rest of their money.
So they just have to wait? There's nothing else that people can do?
There's nothing else they can do. They can get up to almost $2,000, but then they're going to have to wait about 10 days to 2 weeks to get all the rest of the refund.
Well, I know we've covered so much, and it gets so complicated, and I know this is something we talk about every year, but the importance of really hiring someone to do this, because you've talked about a lot of deductions that people may not be aware of, and they could be losing out on money.
That's right. Making sure you hire a licensed tax professional is really important. There is a brand new licensing rule the IRS came out with this year that phases in. In fact, you'll notice around Terre Haute, there's probably going to be a couple less tax preparation companies. But make sure you hire a licensed tax professional. When you go in and you ask someone to help you do your tax work, ask them to see their license. If they don't have one, get up, walk away, because they probably really don't know what they're doing.
All right, Andy, thank you so much. And if you have any more questions for Andy, you can call his Terre Haute office at 478-2800 or the toll-free number 800-447-2015. And for more on its services, go to mywabashvalley.com and click on the Valley Expert page. Thanks again for all your advice today.
Thank you.